Namaste. Life is so beautiful. Let us dream the impossible dream and experience the joy of living. Sounds a bit absurd, does it? Especially in the context of the current scenario of the pandemic, which has caused so much anxiety, sorrow, and misery, resulting in a fearful contraction among seekers and also the release of toxic chemicals which are so harmful for the system. But take heart. Advaita Master Shri Rajiv Kapur brings us a very wholesome, positive, bright, and cheerful perspective in the form of his teaching, which works like a magic mantra, as it were, the teaching of what he calls favorable neutrality. Rajivji points out that the absolute world, or Brahman as it is called in Advaita Vedanta, is forever favorable. And this is not just an assumption or even an affirmation, it is a certitude, an unshakable knowingness. And the world of objects in which we live is a mirror image of the absolute world. And so that too is invariably favorable. So we can center our minds on this favorable aspect of existence. Rajivji agrees that there are times when we experience the world as extremely unfavorable. But then he points out that this is because of our own flawed perception, distorted understanding, where we think we are body, mind, and separative consciousness. And this is the outcome of our past karmic negative tendencies. In the case of such experiences, when we are unable to experience favorability, the next best thing, according to him, is to accept things as they are, to allow them just as they are without any needless striving to change things, without any feverish action plan, motivated action plan. Instead, just stay with it and allow it to unfold the way it wants, but at the same time, recognize the favorable aspect of existence in the ultimate sense. And I'm reminded here of that beautiful line from the Bible where the humble devotee says, "O Lord, I believe, help my unbelief." Surely the dark cloud of unfavorableness cannot eclipse or stop the sun of favorability from shining forth. If we hold on to the favorable aspect of existence and we persistently rest in this certitude, we will gradually begin to experience a transformation which is both inner and outer. And then we will start functioning from higher centers of our consciousness. We will experience a dechemicalization of the brain, which will result in a sense of expansive consciousness and deep peace and bliss. Now, Rajivji's approach is very open, and he it's very inclusive as well. He does not favor a life of self-denial or austere renunciation. As the Bhagavad Gita says, likes and dislikes are inherent within us. But as long as we do not allow these experiences to leave a very very deep and lasting impression, that is all right. This is in chapter 3 of the Gita, verse 34, I think, where he says likes and dislikes, where Krishna says that likes and dislikes are highway robbers who can rob your peace and bliss. Rajiv ji also says that while we practice favorability, we must not give in to overindulgence, never losing sight. We should never lose sight of our higher goal, which is to explore and connect with our true self. And so he recommends that we, early in the morning, just before we wake up, and also while going to bed, falling asleep, and these are the times when the subconscious is very receptive. So at these hours, if regularly we give even 10 minutes to self-inquiry, we remember the certitude of favorability, and then we sit in silence and absolute stillness and try to connect with our innermost core, which is so full of light. And then if we do this persistently, this will help us sail through life with its many challenges, and also ultimately we may be able to experience that absolute bliss that the scriptures talk about. So all is well with the world, and we should embark on this happy journey of favorable neutrality, I feel. If you wish to know more about this, details are available on the website rajivkapur.com, RAJIVKAPUR.com. So do look up this site, and happy seeking. Thank you very much.